Hey guys, how's it going? Just gonna do the usual tests, 'cause, kids could always mess up the microphone there, so and stuff. Pretty much, just they're always playing with my computer. Things look excellent there. We're gonna quickly test the sound. Things look excellent there. We're gonna quickly test the sound. Alright, sounds good. Alright. So, what I was doing here was I was just making some macro libraries. Um, just pretty much when we start up the game, I want to try to get certain states for the game manager, the game mode, sorry, and the player controllers and stuff, so they have each other because they're for the multiplayer modes. Um, so yeah, I'll just show you guys an example here. So like what I'm doing is just setting up these. So these are macros, so they run once. And it's just going to have a timeout, and it's going to try to get the game. This is getting the game state. It's going to try to get the game state. If it doesn't get the game state, if it fails, it's going to do a delay to the number of counters that we provided, the timeout counter that we provided. And yeah, if we reach the number of timeouts is equal to the counter, and we're just going to return false. It didn't make it. Or I was just doing the same with the player. And I'm gonna do the player state as well. I could probably just do that because it's the last one I have here. I'll just get that out of the way, and we'll hop right back to what we were working on before. So for inputs, again, I'm just gonna get a float here for a timeout. And then we are going to get actually an execution pin. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to get an execution pin here. And we're just going to push space for the name, so it's going to have a name. And we're going to do an execution pin. So that's just where it's coming in. For the out, we're doing a couple execution pins, and we're going to get a player state variable. So this one is player state, but we're going to return our player state FH. So this is one of the reasons why I put FH on the end of everything, so it was easy for me to find later. We're going to rename this. This one's going to be valid. So this is if it's returned something valid. This is going to be failed. If it's returned something failed, up. And this is going to be my player state base FH. And so we're gonna do a sequence here. Should be fine. The first thing we want to do is we gotta get a player state, get player state, player state index. So we might need an index here. Just check get player state. So we could probably use that somewhere else. For now, we'll actually just get an index. So it's going to be This one's going to be an integer, and we're going to just call it index r index. Do we call it index before player index? I think we're going to call it the actual thing. So player controller index. Player controller index. I think we're going to call this player state index, just as it's actually named, so there's no confusion. Push this over here. For then we're gonna cast to player state, and it's just our base class that we're passing to. And then if this is successful, we're just gonna go to the valid. If it fails, we're gonna delay by 1 second. And we're gonna do a do n, which is just do for a number of times. So where is this? There we go. And there's a do once too if you just want to do something once. We're gonna enter here. This is gonna be a reset. And this is where we're getting that trunk 8. There we go. And yeah, if it does succeed, we're gonna want to pass it the player state. And if we're gonna have to do a branch here. If it's equal to, we'll get this here. So our timeout, our timeout is equal to the counter. So if it does this, our timeout, say for example, our timeout's 10, right? We're gonna truncate and we say do 10 times, right? And so it's gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, and so as it gets to 10, if this does equal 10, so it's like it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's doing it 10 times. It does equal 10. So we'll get this over here. It does equal 10, and that's true. So it does its count out, and it doesn't. It does equal 10. That's when we're gonna just send in false. We're gonna say okay, it's failed. We tried it the amount of times that we said we were gonna do it, and it's clearly just not working. Try to snuggle these up a bit. But if it hasn't equaled that, then we're gonna want to do it again. So we're gonna bring this back in here. So we're gonna loop around. We'll just tidy this up here. Or grab that. Oh, doesn't look like there's gonna be. There we go. All right. Yeah. Then we're gonna go right back into it and do it again. And yeah, this is a game mode macro library. So this will only be usable in game modes, right? So let me see. Yeah, this is the other thing I have open up. But if I go to finding home, my game modes, one of the things I'm testing here is my shooter game mode. Right, so in here now, for instance, I should be able to right click, get game state, getters, get game state. Well, that's from my actual thing. I was trying to do work with interfaces, but because the way I was looking at it, the way Unreal starts sometimes, where it's creating the player and the game mode and the things at the exact same time, kind of. Sometimes it'll try to get it, and the game state or stuff will be null. So I need to set this class, this game mode class, to be a child of game mode base FH. That's why. If I look at game mode base FH, it's just a part of game mode, and it's just gonna have like the certain things is just traveling and connection and handling player disconnects and kick and stuff like that. So it just means that those are overrideable functions that I could override. So what happens when you kick a player and all that stuff. And again, it'll do the base mode unless I override it. So that way we have kicking players and all that stuff. So I probably did a handle for starting new players. I probably had something like that in there, and this is probably going to override that. So now we would do get game state, and yeah, now we have this macro here, get game state, and so we would do like a 10-second timeout, because again they can all kind of spawn at the same time, but hopefully they pretty much spawn within 10 seconds, or else it's a really long kind of load in for that map. I'll probably have begin play actually first. I really dislike having hard-coded variables, so I'm going to promote this to a variable. We're going to give it the I. We're going to compile it, and so now we got 10 seconds of the timeout that's defaulted, and we could set it whenever. And we're also going to promote this to a variable, and that's just so we have our game state. If it fails, this is going to be just pretty much console. I'm doing a print string. Failed to get game state after 10 seconds. Timeout. This is a little tight. I might move this out a little bit. Move this down a little bit. And then I could also continue that with get player state. And again, we could just do 10 seconds here. It's valid. We can promote this to a variable. The only thing I was going to say, I'm going to call it host player state. Base because it's of player index 0, so it's going to be the host. And again, we could just paste something like this, and then I can do the same thing with the player state. Get player state. And again, 10 seconds. And promote to variable. And again, we'll call this the host player. Whoop. Host player state base as whoa. Oh, we already did player state. We need player controller. Yeah, we do player controller. Did we do controller? Get player controller, and this will be the same because there will be different player controllers. So remote to variable, and again this will do host player controller. So sometimes we just want to call specific functions. We need to know what those functions are and what they do, and so even though we just have the host version of that class, even though we're not actually doing it specifically to the host, we could get certain variables that we might need. And in this case, we'll just get timeout and we'll duplicate that, so we can slot that in here. But yeah, that's what I was kind of working on, and I'll have to do it for the rest. Like, this is the game mode, but I'll have to do it for my shooter game state and the shooter player state in the shooter player controller, so they have all of each other in a nice way, and then I could call certain events that I need to call from each other, whether a player has disconnected or or reconnected, or like you can see here, if a player's been a player just started, like a player joined the match that was already existing or something, or if any of those things happen, we can call the different states when they happen. This one is just asking for an actual player controller right from here, and then yeah. Now that that's over, we'll go back to what we were doing. What we were doing was just kind of building out our stuff, starting simply. We're just building out the basic systems, the basic items and stuff like that, and the usables, by going over our tutorial level. So save that. We'll go in here. So it is Tuesday. So yeah, Sunday we were working on the pistol, shotgun, I think, and the rifle. I think we finished the rifle, did we? Or we still have to do the bullets? Yeah, we're working on the range, and no, we got the rifle ammo in there. We just got to go to the details here, the static mesh, and we gotta lay it down like we got the other ones laying down, kind of just beside the weapon, it looks like. Nothing too specific. We just probably actually just bring her down this way. About 90. Just kind of odd it up. Do that. And probably have to size. We want it all just 111. And let's see here. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to hand do it. So the rest of them were about, let's see, this was 380 by 88, and the width is gonna be completely different. So this is 380 by, this was 88. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good on the ground. But I actually don't know if I like that. Maybe 8400? Yeah, because I think it's just such a small kind of thing. And, yeah, we'll do minus 1375. There we go. And so, yeah, we probably had tested that. And just one second. I'm going to close my door. It's so cold in here. Hopefully my room heats up a little bit now. So I was saying, unfortunately we won't be able to do the crossbows and bows. They'll look pretty odd right now. Same with the grenade launcher. I just don't have that stuff in, I don't think. Let me see. We have military, no. Traps, no. No. Reef, hunt, no. Paintball, no. No. Yeah, we don't have it. And I told myself that this time around, I'm going to clean up all these folders before I add anything else. I'm going to get everything working that we need to go working the best we can. And then I'm going to clean up the folders before we add anything else. So can't do the grenade launcher, can't do these guys, but we can now work on this. Is that a sword handle? As a handle? Interesting. That's interesting. But yeah, we can now work on this. And if you guys remember, he's using DT items. We're going to have our own items. So we got our data table and our survival. We have data items and we have data usable items. Usable items. And so just like if we go to our items, we go to our weapon. So assault rifle ammo, assault rifle weapon. This is the weapon here. The only thing I don't like about this we will note it. We will note it. Weapon, assault rifle, name, because this doesn't affect anything. SMG, temp, assault rifle. Oh, I know I messed up the something there. Like something doesn't seem right. Assault rifle. Because we're gonna at some point have SMGs and assault rifles as two separate categories. But that's kind of nitpicky. We don't want to spend forever on these things. We do want to just get the basics in. And we You leave that. Sure. So you need to get a new picture for our assault rifle. And just like last time, what we're doing is we were going to this kit here, games, weapons, primaries, and we have an SMG here. Which again, the SMG is going to be, it's a smaller kind of machine gun. It's not an assault rifle. It's not it doesn't have rifling, I don't believe. And that's why it is a gun, not a rifle. And also, it's just like a spray kind of thing, usually. Can't tell, obviously. It's kind of futuristic-ish, I guess. Want to again get it on like a 45-degree angle, and also get it so it shows a lot. But I think the sniper rifle, we had it going that way. I guess it's not so bad if we have it going this way. We can still see a lot of it. So alright, we're gonna just print screen. We're gonna go to GIMP again. Again, GIMP is a free, open program, open source program, I believe. You could donate if you do like using the program. We're gonna do file, new, sure. Again, normally we do transparent, but I don't think it matters for this part right here. We're gonna drag it so we can at least see the weapon. That's all we care about. Anchor it down. We're gonna get our lasso tool, and we're just going to keep forgetting about that. We're gonna get the box. Go back to the lasso tool. We are just gonna do a quick outline of this guy. And like I said, I just don't want to put a bunch of stuff into the game right now. Until I clear what we already have in there, clean it up, make everything good, and then I'll bring more stuff in, and then clean it up and bring more stuff in. So one of the things I don't have right now is actually my thumbnailer tool. And I know, like, people are like, oh, you could just get rid of this other stuff you have now. Well, the reason why I have all the stuff in it now is because I obviously thought it was very important, or I am currently using it right now, so I can't just really get rid of it. So we are using it, and so that the other option is just cleaning it up. It does take a long time to clean it up, and just been so long that people haven't seen anything. I think I've almost going to be, I mean, a year and a half with like I pretty much non-edited game on the Steam there, and I'm sure a lot of people who don't watch the YouTube videos or don't watch the stream are probably thinking it's a dead, forgotten game that nobody cares about. That you use, I just don't think sometimes Steam gives me the emails to notify me when somebody's commented. But I did try to put on there, I mean, like, my stream, if anybody has any questions or concern, or how the game's coming along. So I just want to get something in there that, you know, for, whoever has it, or friends or family, can, you know, test out, give more feedback on the latest stuff. They give visual feedback, but like they always say, it's not the same. Being able to see what I'm doing, be like, it looks okay, and actually feeling it is two completely different things. Because when they're running it, they're like, oh, maybe this feels a lot clunkier than it looked. Or maybe this looked clunky, but actually feels really smooth. So yeah, it's important to get that hands-on. So there we go. Again, this is probably, I'm going to do 800 by 500, sure, so new. This time, 800, oh, close that, new, 800 by 500. Advance. And this is where we definitely need the transparent. Okay. Puts the gun in there. Whoop. There we go. Now I get like a dead on thing. That's probably 700 here by. We want to go to this. There's 400. 700 by 400, I guess. So we're going to do new. 700 by 400. This diagonal really sucked. Because we're hoping to get the numbers together. Like I said, when I do the thumbnail, it's going to be a nice smooth, there we go. 512 by 512 usually, and then we'll size it. And the reason why it needs to be square is because of different size screens and stuff. So there we go. We got our little thumbnail. And obviously we won't have these grid lines. I can just knock out the grid lines like I had shown people before. But you just go here and you take out the grid lines. But it's just good for sizing right now. And we will probably, so we're going to save that as desktop, my game, version 1. I know it's not version 1. And we've just been doing it as like rifle. So we're just going to call this SMG. Save our file. Export this as a PNG as SMG. Back in there. Export. Now we're going to go to our Unreal. We're going to go to Finding Home, Textures, Inventory Icons, Weapons. New folder for SMGs. And add, go here. We're going to go down the S section, SMG, open. There we go. And if we click back here, we close Discord just because we take an extra RAM out, and I know streaming's kind of heavy. But yeah, we click on here. We're gonna go to our items table, and now we should have SMG. Get that. 50 round mag. It's just called SMG. This is closer to like, especially if it's spring loaded, like a 15 round mag with the size of those bullets. It seems so small for like an SMG kind of thing, because it's like an assault, like it's like a burst weapon. Like you changing mags non-stop. So being in the army, one of the things you'll notice is the you kind of see it here. The bullets are better alternating. You know what I mean? The mag is actually kind of like wider than this, if that makes sense. So that it could almost have two per side. And then there's like almost like a fake round at the top that allows this to be pushed to the one side where you're going to be chambering the round. I want to say like 50, but I feel like that's unrealistic. And so I am going to put 30 And unfortunately, these guys were going to be blowing through rounds like crazy. So, SMG. Usable. We're going to be using our usable table. And not theirs. And we're going to be using our ability shoot trace, not theirs, because we're going to have a lot more stuff set up in ours. And again, I don't like affecting his files. So if I ever have to update, and so if I brought in a whole new update, it won't touch any of our code or our game really that much. If I just brought his in and replaced or redid everything, because we have ours separate. Okay. We'll save. I don't think the saving for the data table is taking that long at time. We may have to get some sort of meats though. If I don't have that, I want to just check because we got snacks back here and we will be doing the snacks and the drink. So I know I have a grocery. We have. Let's just search all content for water. Or bottle, actually. Just do bottle. Yeah, we have bottles. Some of them cool. Pop cans. So this is the bottle we have. These are medicine bottles, soap bottles. Abandoned. Prop hunt. Shopping mall. It's just trash. Which God. Vodka. Okay. Not sure why the texture's not loading on that. Oh, nanite enabled. It doesn't like it. Okie doke. Close like that. Actually, yeah, we'll just fix that. We'll take nanite off. We'll have to do apply changes. We'll have to. There you go. Save. We'll have to do an LOD system for this guy. Yeah, he doesn't have any LOD. Oh, he has 6 LODs. Auto picker. Six LODs seems like okay. Yeah, so it's using. Oof. I guess. Okay. LEDs are in there, so okay. And we do have this guy as well that we could just use. That guy's the closest, I think, to just a random blue bottle. Tequila. Oh no, that's definitely a hospital prop. What is this? Just like a weird messed up bottle. Oh, I'm sure this is gonna be chlorine solution. Huh. Medicine bottle. I'm pretty sure that's another alcoholic bottle. I could just stand this up. Ooh. I thought it was like gonna be a Coke bottle, but it's just like a shiny kind of material. Darn. Might have to. Well, we'll see what we have for food actually at the same time. Meat. So we did our crab before. This is actually like a steak, beef. Yeah, I don't think we have a meat pack. This is what I was talking about, where I'm like, oh, well, sometimes I need this and that. All right, all right. This is pretty big. We're gonna need some of these packs. Meat. So, meat and cheese. Yeah, so there's different types of chicken, like spoiled, raw, cooked, burnt, cooked, spoiled, I guess. And we have whole cows and bread and cheese and stuff. Sausage. So we have to add this to our projects. We're gonna show all. Finding home. This version. And we're gonna go to shoot, I don't know what it's called. It's like shopping items. Here, supermarket foods. This is bundle 1 and bundle 2, I'm guessing. I think bundle 1 should be fine. My connection will drop a little bit, guys. Okay, if I hit back to library, and we have our bundle 2, because I think I want that pure water, just because like the basic. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. There's some wines, pickles, jars, energy bars, pizzas, deodorants, and stuff like that. So I definitely want food 1. So add. So yeah, it's going to slow down the stream a little bit. Let's just minimize this for now. And check on our connection here. Connection. How big is this snacks? Okay, there might be a little bit of buffering, guys. I apologize for that. Really, again, I don't really have all the different times to do these things. So, it shouldn't be that much longer. See if there's anything else I could cut down on. Just OBS and stuff. Um, Quite quickly, just adjust the rifle like before. And yeah, while we're doing the buffering thing quickly, we are going to go back and do the usual item thing. We're going to do the ammo, assault rifle ammo. We're just going to bring it into GIMP as we have done before. So we're going to go to the SMG. We're going to locate it. We are going to open up the ammo. Already had it open. Alright, so we gotta take a picture here. Really kind of want to get that bullet in the shot. Screenshot. Gotta bring it to GIMP. New. Sure. Well, we know it's going to be smaller than 700 or 400. Alright, we will anchor this, I guess. Ooh, this is actually our final picture? No, that's our final picture. Control Y, Control Y, Control Y. We're going to get our lasso out. We'll click here, here, here. Oh, I'm just going to go across at this point. Done. Should be fine. Actually, I'm just going to redo it. Oh, it's pretty close. We're just going to again do a quick outline of this magazine. There we go. Control C. Then this is about 600. This is about you could do 600. I don't think we can really minus off that much. Find the farthest bit, just a 20. This is yeah, we can probably get with 350. 600 by 350 is a new 600, 350, and we'll make it transparent. Okie dokie. Oh. We could do. No, I can't really get away with 550. But we could definitely get away with 300 here. File new and transparent. There we go. And we will file export. No. File save as. We got our SMG. We're gonna call it a meg. Save. File. Export as SMG meg. Export. And again, we'll just go into here. Everything looks like it's done, so I'm just gonna confirm here. We just do, oh yeah, connections back to good. We will try to just check out my channel, or just this. What's? Oh yeah, still live. Yeah, it looks like it got me doing all that stuff there. Doesn't look like it really dropped in the connection. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, looks like we're still live and stuff. Alright. Good, good, good. Alright, so we want to go to, we'll just do find for now. And this is going to bring us to finding home. Then we go to textures, inventory items, weapon, ammo, and we could just right click even and SMG meg, open up. There we go. Look how squished it looks. It looks like a square. Do not like, but we have to deal with it. Items. 30. Picture, SMG mag, SMG magazine. There's no handles on this one. There's no ability class on this one, so should be able to save. Should be able to switch the mag, and we'll go in there and test it out. All right. So we got items, table, and there we go. It like instantly switches to our magazine. We can grab it now. $88. Ooh. 86. 87. 87. 87.5. Oh wait, no. 87 was not low, so 86.5. That'll do, I guess. Even then, it's not. Yeah, I think that will do. That will do. So this is 80. The 38. No. 83. No. Yeah, 8380. 8380. Nope. 8375. Should have went lower and lower actually. So 8400 again, I think. Let's bring that up. And this is minus 675. Minus 680. Minus 700. Too far. Minus 685, I guess it is. And I guess we'll do minus 385 as well. Ooh. Eight, 3, 8, 5. There you go. Guess that will work. Alright, we'll test her out. So that was the shotgun. We already kind of tested. Alright. What is going on here? We have the weapon here. We have this here. Usable items. Assault rifle. Oh, we didn't change this. Right, we would have definitely known this. Wait a sec. All the other items have, so rifles just firearm, shotguns just firearm, pistols just firearm. Just realized the assault rifle has its own blueprint. Interesting. But I don't think it's gonna affect anything. I think we could still, yeah, and go to these. These are all just actually things. But I think he made it so it's super modular. We can stick a skeleton mesh in there, but I think we're just gonna do the static mesh anyway. We'll just clear it. We are gonna want to get our character again though. Gotta be careful, because I don't know if they're gonna complain about nudie pics again. So gotta be careful when I select my character. If I go for the survival guy, skeleton quick. So we still have this rifle in our hand. We're going to want to, and pretty much there isn't too much change between these, but anyway, there is a slight change though. We will remove all attached assets. We'll click on this right hand. We will add a socket for SMGs for now. So SMG, and we will use a preview asset now as SMG. Stick this guy in his hand, and yeah, we will actually switch our pose to a specific pose, and we will look for Jesse Combat Assault Rifle, actually. So rifle, it's gonna be A then. Assault rifle aim idle. Rifle aim idle. 1. Again, pretty sure like the way his hands are nowhere near. Like if I wanted to do this, that's where his hands are closest to, but I think like if I want to actually aim to the proper spot, it's going to need to be like up a lot more, and I think going to need to be tilted to the right a little bit more. Up. Save. Yeah, if we go back to usable items now. Oh, we go back to the skeleton. We could F2 here, Control C. Go back to usable items. Now we could just paste this in. Stance is assault rifle. There's no change to that. Now, I know I'm pretty sure on the item list I've already. Let's get off this actually. Just don't want to have that visible. Okay. So if I pick this up now, so first it still has the machine gun. No machine gun, assault rifle. We'll look at this here. Clear that. We might have to switch these to, if the it's weird that he added this. It's just a firing animation. It still comes from firearm. Still calls the parent config. Instead, it's spawning the magazine. Play reload animation. Play reload animation. That's it. So, let's just for a second go and change this from, this is all fine, from assault rifle weapon oh, sorry, it's in the usable items, from assault rifle to firearm. Just like the rifle and stuff. We go to assault rifle firearm. We hit save. We go back. We hit play. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we still get good firing. I don't see where it's setting the changing anything for the firing rate. Just get a mag just in case we're doing a bunch of. Doesn't. So, yeah. It just, I guess, shows you if you want to do just like specific reloads or specific things, you could just extend the item and change it up. Feel bad for messing with his assault rifle class now. But again, if we bring it in, it would be fine. But yeah, we'll just leave it as firearm because we don't need the extraness. So that works. Like I said, can't do the grenade launcher, can't do these, can't do bows. Because I just don't think I have them. Oh, I didn't bring in the bow set. No, I didn't. Alright. So now we have supermarket products. We have meshes. And we have our clean water. Big water. Big pure water. What's this, a smaller water? Pure water. This is like, think of it, it's like almost like centimeters, I guess, or not quite centimeters. These are meters. So let me see actually. There's what, 1,000, 100 centimeters in a meter? Is that it? Yeah, just 3 rulers, isn't it? 3 30-meter rulers? So yeah, this is a meter. So this is about 30 centimeters. So a ruler stick high. So yeah, these are about 10 centimeters. These are 10 centimeters each. So it's a 30 centimeter ruler. What's this guy here? Oh, yeah, this guy's a big boy. Why are my grids disappearing now? They're like all fuzzy. All fuzzy wuzzy. Again, there's no nanite on this guy, and if I did nanite because of the glass bottle, I think if I apply changes, it's just gonna go like that. It's just gonna go solid. So we're gonna have to go non-nanite and make sure that they actually have LODs. A number of LODs, 1, and it's 1,000 triangles. No, we'll have to sort that out. Can't be having that now. Yeah, one LOD 1, 1,000 triangles. Jeez. LOD group, small prop, yes. Save. LOD group, small prop, because it's still a small prop. Save. And now if we do that, this up close is the full thing. And then instantly we're gone to LOD2 here. LOD3. There we go. I don't like the distance between LOD 2 and 3. I think it's too close. But you could adjust them. You could customize them. You set the reductions and stuff like that. You could pick which LEDs and when. So at least say if we do LED 0, LED 1, the reduction is 50 at 50.58, and so that's when you're pretty much at 0.58. So like we almost will never hit. So let's go to 2. It's right here. So this is when you're in LOD 0, and the second you go to here at all, you're already in LOD 1. So it's almost like never hitting LOD 0. This is what Unreal Engine decided to do by default for a small prop. Let's change that a bit. I think this is fine for 0. So it's usually about, we'll do 0.3. 50%. So auto compute. And we'll do 0.3. We'll actually do 5 LEDs. What? 5 LEDs will apply. And then 0 is at screen size 1. 1 is at screen size 0.3. Two. We'll say is at screen size 1.1, and 3 we'll say that .3, 0.03, and then 4 we'll do it like .15. Right. Save changes. Usually it has the apply changes. I know they're changing things all the time. Why did it change like that? So 0.3, 2, and so if we go to auto now, it's in screen cell 4, right? And then once we get to 2, automatically goes to 3. We just want to make sure there's no real pop. And then watching it. Looks like a pretty smooth transition to me. But yeah, if we're up nice and close, we could actually see this bottle here at its peak glory, and then already you get the reductions. You know what I mean? If you're any farther than, you know, this, it's already at minimum. And so that's what we do for the big bottle, for example. For now, we'll leave it at that. We will need this. We will take off the grid this time. That is a little. There we go. Yeah, because it's just a straight up bottle, it's gonna be really hard to try to put it on a 45-degree angle. So the picture is not gonna be good. I got to quit the screen now. So that's done with. We'll look at this here, and it's DT items, and it's usable water jar. So I knew it was gonna be water jar. That's why I was looking for water the whole time. And it's just a usable. See if we could find this. Sea drink, that's like liquor. Usable water jar. So there we go. Usable water jar. I'm gonna change this to water bottle. Water bottle. Quenches thirst, used in crafting. Didn't know he could craft it. Max stacks, 200 water bottles. 24 pack. 24 pack is a max stack. droppable is our small bottle water. Handles, doesn't have any handles. Water ability. Let's check this out. See what it affects. Weight 0.25. Cost. Static mesh. We do want to get this here. So we're going to have to do file, new, and sure. But I don't think it's going to work out because it's going to be a really tall item. No. So we'll do like 400 by like 200. File new, 200, and this is going to be 400. And keep that the way it is. Just dragging, by the way. I'm clicking and dragging to get this kind of. Ooh, so I guess 450 we'll have to do. Done. File, new. Probably 425 actually. It might complain. I know it doesn't like odd numbers sometimes, but there we go. Right dead center. And we will anchor, get the lasso tool out. And again, if you have a steady hand, you could just actually draw this and by holding the mouse button down. But my hand's too shaky for that, so I gotta click and just kind of do the lines the best I can. Realize I guess it's not this one that was really specific. It's the now when we hit Control C where we needed it to be more specific. We needed to do file new, but I guess since we already did this, we gotta know what we're looking at. I don't think 20 will fit, and I hate doing odd numbers, so I guess we're gonna have to do 30 actually. Have a little bit more space, transparent, and we'll pop this guy in there. Yeah, that guy will do fine. File, save as, water bottle, and then we'll file, export as water bottle. And we'll go back to our Unreal now. And we will go to our Find and Home, Textures, Inventory icon. We can have a new folder for drinks, I guess. Food and drinks. Just check that it's just that, yeah, it's just food, seafood, drinks, water. Just in case we have a ton of different type of water bottles later on, I guess. Never know. And yeah, we'll add the watery drink. Working on it. And it's going to be down at the very bottom for W, water bottle. Open it up. There we go. Then we can go back to our items here. And we could do water, bottle. Click that. There we go. Save. So, now you want to click this. You want to go to items. Boom, we got our water bottle here. It's actually going to give us 10 of them. Actually, I'm going to just give us one, but infinite. And it cannot decay. Items. 1. There you go. But we could also go boop, 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 boop. And it'll go up to 24. Chug that water back. Chug that water back. Now, we did want to see this. We do have a usable. And so I think later on we could set it so he actually has something in his hand. I'll double check the original template. I guess that he doesn't have anything in his hand. So just a stat changeability, that's all it does. So what we would have is a usable item thing, and it would play that animation. And right now, even on the usable, this is the usable assault rifle. Right here. Play particle effect. Smoke. That's all it really does. But then the usable assault rifle, or if I make my usable class, I could have reload animations and stuff like that play that are separate or overcast his reload animations, I guess. All these are weapon reload animations. So the weapon's reloading. That's just the multicast. Alright, alright. Alright, it's good to know. Good to know. But right now, we are done with this guy. And we can probably clear this for now. Save that. Alright, probably clear those small water bottles as well. We're probably done with these. Don't want to say I'm done with him yet. Could do more stuff. So next is the meat. I do not think we're gonna get to the banana. The banana looks like a banana. It's probably fine for now. But the meat, we do not like the meat. I want to change the meat. We have our own meat. Alright. So what is it called? Meat and cheese pack. We have meshes. I think this is a classic ham bone. But maybe we'll swap it out for actual steak. We're gonna have to open up a map, unfortunately, which will require us to save things. Because I gotta see how he is doing the different meat cuts, obviously. Let's see, it doesn't make it super obvious. I think it's just a material change. So it's nice. It's just the one mesh. When we can pick what kind of meshes that we like, or use all the meshes, and then we just set the material that we want to use. It's taking a bit to open this level. No tasks. Yeah, I just have so many assets and it just bogs it down. But yeah, we should. Once we get the meat done. Thought so. I was like, that looks weird. But yeah, my screen's just not loading my textures properly, so everything's blurry. And I believe it was this one that had the lines on it. Meat 6. Steak F. E. So yeah, they just have the different meat 5. Clearly that's the bad meat, and this is the burnt meat. Is it the same for the pigs? Yeah. 5 materials for each. So let's have steak A and steak B, I guess. And we're gonna go with meat 6, which looks like the cooked one. Alright, so we're gonna go content. Finding home. Levels, our tutorial area. We'll load that back up. Wow. So we're actually gonna go to items again here. So we got our items. We're gonna go to guess raw meat. I don't know, it should be cooked meat. That's what this is, cooked meat, right? Yeah, usable cooked meat. So we're gonna do our usable cooked meat. And actually, we will change this to usable cooked steak 1. Usable cooked steak. Can we duplicate? Can we insert a row? Because I'd like to clean up this table if I could as well. Insert row below. Control C. Control V. Steak 2. Cooked steak. So this would be a usable cooked steak 2. Go scrolling down. Save. For some reason it's not seeing it again. It should be, like we've seen it there, we should be able to see cooked steak 2. Did I look in the usable section? Is it usable? Usable cooked meat. No. Items. There you go. I think it would have defaulted like this guy did. Just automatically changed. Cook steak. Cooked steak 2. But it's also going to be called cooked steak. Control C. Control V. So now we're gonna need a picture of these steaks. So we're gonna go minimizing this content. And we got our meat and cheese pack meshes. So I think it was A and B that I wanted. A and B that we wanted. Yeah, these guys are like pretty much the same. But just flipped. And meat piece 6. I don't really like that though. Meat piece 6. Does it say it somewhere? Let's save all. Unfortunately, we're gonna close and reopen up. Hopefully our textures, you can see it here on the wall. Our textures are all super blurred for some reason. It's mad at us. The graphics card is going crazy or something. Maybe because of the stream. We're gonna save, close, reopen, so I can get a clean picture. Even though I'll probably be redoing these pictures once I get the thumbnailer. So close. Get some updates available. Must have missed it. Click here. Nope. Click here. And see, I had all these plugins, and this is where I had the issue. We do have the Voxel plugin Pro, and so we will be getting that at some point. That'll be super cool. But plugins are hard, so I want to make sure everything's good to go. Everybody likes everything in the game, and they're gonna add stuff like the voxel stuff. Because once I add the voxel stuff, I'm pretty much stuck to that engine version for like ever. I can upgrade, but it may or may not be a complete and utter pain. From what I know, and you never know, they might make things easier way in the future, but for now, I ran into that problem. So get this all loaded up here. Here my little hard drive that could go in overtime. So I'm trying to keep things updated, backup. Looks like terabytes hard drives are becoming more and more common now. Once they get to something like 4 terabytes, then a solid state drive, then I think we're gonna try to pick one up. Once it comes to those that are a decent price that are passport kind of size. Taking a bit to load up here. Sorry about this, guys. Alright. Almost the end of the night here. Let's see what we could finish up. So we got our steak. Look at that. Look how much better that looks. Oh my god. See? Alright guys, slow this down a bit. There we go. Nice 45. Take a picture. File. Do I really need 2 though? I'll do 300 by 300. See how that goes. It's looking good. Oh, maybe. Maybe. No. Super close though. Like 310 by 310 or something, even. Oh. Why did I even do that? It's still pretty nice. Not too bad. Gotta drag to where the meat is. Oh, really? Let's just overshoot it a bit. We'll know when we go to do we know when we're gonna do the actual transparency on the background. How much room we have. It's like right there. I guess this is not too bad for the outside, so we could just kind of leave it as is. So let's just get this guy. hit Control C, File, New. 240. 340. We'll make the background transparent. Paste this guy in there. Looks great. And we will now then file, save as. We're just gonna call it steak. And we're gonna export as steak. And let's see here. We're gonna go into here. We're gonna go to content, finding home, textures, inventory items, food, beef, I guess. And we are gonna add steak. Did steak not save? The first time? Seeing something going on with it. ST, no steak. Let's go back to steak. Yeah, this is the first time the program just kind of broke it. You have a broken steak. Can't export, can't, so we'll close GIMP. Task manager, sorry about this, guys. But GIMP is pooping the bed. But go to GIMP again. That's the first time I've seen that. I've used GIMP for a long time. I have not seen that. Probably have to update my GIMP. Probably has been a very long time since I've updated that. Steak. There we go. We got a nice steak. Wow, we're gonna export it as steak. I don't think there's any other steak, so what? Cancel. Cancel. Wow. Export it as steak. Export. So that thing was supposed to pop up, I think, and it never did. Alright, so we'll try that again. We'll right click. We'll look for some stuff here. There's our steak. We'll open it up. Now we got the steak in the engine. We're going to go back here. We're going to go to our items. Usable cooked steak. So we're going to grab our steak. It's an item, max stacks. How many stacks of steak do we want? We want to be able to have like 30 stacks of steak, I think is good. You could stack, actually steak, yeah, well 30 stacks of steak's a little good. I don't think anything more than that, I think it's a little crazy. Steak alpha. Which I'm wondering, like, this is only gonna be like the current steak. I might have to actually like do steak, like make different meshes now for each one. There should be a more. Might have to ask the guy there. There should be a way to save meshes to this. Like I just the materials to this. This is. To this system. And so yeah, 30 steak A, BP item. So this is steak, and this is BP item. This is 30, this next stack. This is steak B though, which again we changed the thing. So these are the same. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna paste it here. So candy K, it's gonna be way longer than 300. 0.1 and chain steak cooked meat. Candy K, 0.1, 300 cooked meat. And then there's nothing for equipment status. There we go. We got 2 different meats here. Save this up for like well, yeah, we gotta go back to that level now because we had to reload the game. So it's almost 11 o'clock. We'll just go in there and test it out, and that'll be a night, I guess. So this would be items. It's automatically going to change. We're going to go steak because it can't find. There we go. And we're going to just rotate this nice crispy bad boy here. And drop him down. Right there, there we go. Well, a nice little snack there. We're going to items again. It's not going to be able to find cooked meat, so it's going to give us blank. Items. We go steak. This time we're doing steak 2. Oh yeah. And we're going to grab this guy down. I think it's just a 1 drop or 2. Yeah. There we go. Look kind of the same. I can't tell the different. And again, we'll set these guys to infinite, so when you're here, you could just snack all day. And yeah, we'll play and test these bad boys. But again, unlike the weapons, there's not much to test. He didn't actually put the food to his mouth yet. That's something that we might have to do. Oh, my graphics are messed up. You can see on their back and their neck. I don't know why it does that. So we grab the different types of steak there. And we got cooked steak and cooked steak. But technically, they're different cooked steaks. So that's why it's 2 different piles. Maybe I'll just have them all as 1 steak. Inventory. Nom 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 nom. 2. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, maybe steak will just be steak. But everything works. We got our snacks, unlimited snacks. We'll make sure it's unlimited snacks, unlimited bananas, unlimited bananas. And that's it for this week. So next week, what we'll be doing is we'll be duplicating some of the stuff like you've seen over here. We'll be creating a melee kind of range. So we move these guys, flip them over to the other side, so we could hit the different things with that as well. Sorry, ads everywhere. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, you guys have a good one. Ciao.